Woman self-pleases in public, then self-deletes herself. By A Puncho. Let's see.
On the afternoon of July 1st, 2021, officers from the Tybee Island Police Department descended on Tybee Island Beach in Tybee Island, Georgia. The police had been called by a member of the public because, according to them, a woman had walked past the caller's family tent several times and eventually had found a spot a short distance away in front of it. After placing a towel down on the sand, the caller said the woman started touching herself inappropriately. I could hear moaning. As you'll see, the woman in question appears to be confused at first, but when confronted by the claims made against her, she starts to give her version of events and tries to reason with her actions.
Y'all niggas overly freaked out. You doing all that in public, bro? Go home, bro. Weird ass nigga.
Nice.
How you doing, ma'am? I'm Officer Dollar Type. Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you over there. That's fine. Go ahead and bring your stuff.
Huh? Yeah.
Yep. Alright. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Chris? Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you. About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you supposed to be, were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here. Were you at the beach at some point in time?
Okay, I don't understand.
This is gonna be hard to watch, bro.
There
I'm starting to cringe. I can't do. I don't know if I can do this, bro.
I was just sitting on my towel, nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, like I said, someone called and they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
It's hard to watch. I don't know how to do this.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now I will tell you this: the only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this.
You mean military?
Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
No,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it alright if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it.
Nigga, you did it?
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So, you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous call,
Okay. I mean, yeah.
People did see it. We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
How did they see it though? I do got a question. She underwater with the vibrator. How did? Oh, cause she was doing all that extra shit. You right? Never mind.
Don't do this to me. Are you serious?
She doing all that extra shit.
You want to take primary notice?
I'm on it to take it since he's talking.
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
Indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
Hey, what? There
That's
was
why he called.
nobody around me.
So
Nothing in here that shouldn't be in here?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this in here, okay?
We'll go through it at the car.
Yep.
This yours, man? This yours?
Yeah.
Could've just went home and did the room, bro. Should've just went to the room. Look, I don't know your sexual orientation, but you told me you couldn't get no like regular nigga at the little spot that single and shit and get cracked. You had to do that. You couldn't get cracked or nothing. You could that you had to do that. That was your only option. You could not get cracked. You had to do that. Really? That there's no way that was your only option, bro.
Alright, awesome. Oh, it's right here? Sweet, thank you so much. What's your name? Amber? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And you on a sex offender list, G? I gotta work that out. GG's, bro. It is over.
Come on, information.
Ma'am?
They couldn't have cut none of this out. They're doing all this extra walking and shit. They couldn't have like just cut the good parts. I don't want to see you walking all day, bro. I don't give a fuck.
You got our ID yet?
No, we haven't gotten our ID yet. I just throw that in the bag. $15's heavy. Can you run a Georgia 27? Okay.
These are all broken up into half pills.
Okay.
You got some over the counter shit? Or some actual like, or she got weed in that. She got everything in there.
Use track.
Oh, Jesus. She said there's a vibrator in there.
Yeah, she says she didn't have
So, oh, nice. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it.
Got all this mess out at the office.
Oh, Jesus. Nels, you going through it. You logging everything.
Yep. The code book, see what she was charged.
Okay. I mean, and she admitted to it, and she said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So
Why you couldn't just get cracked?
cool. Which clock? It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Alrighty. What's that? Mm-hmm.
It's hard to watch.
Gotcha. I got you. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, but again, someone saw it, so that's why we're here, I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, don't get caught. That's all I have to say,
Shit, facts.
So, I mean, I got nothing against you,
34-year-old Christina Ashley Revels Glick was arrested and charged with indecent exposure and disorderly
She
conduct.
look crazy
If
as
you're not
fuck.
familiar with this story, then you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's the end of it. She went through the legal process and received her punishment. In the state of Georgia, a first offense of indecent exposure is classed as a misdemeanor. So you'd be
Boy.
right to think that she got a slap on the wrist.
Gang
But what
that.
if I told you she didn't even make it through the whole legal process? Because she passed just months after her arrest. But the circumstances surrounding her death aren't as straightforward as you may think.
Shit hurt, bro.
Christina's life leading up into the beach incident had been a quote, wild one, according to one unnamed relative. And although there isn't much information about her early life, we do know that the beach incident wasn't her first run-in with the law. She got in trouble, got herself arrested. She went to prison in Florida. It isn't entirely clear why she specifically went to prison, but
Still
we
on
do know
records?
that she had been arrested on a handful of occasions. In 2018, she was accused of stealing a car, and in that same year, she was arrested a handful of times for public drunkenness.
Why she always
Her
smiling?
life prior to the 2018 arrests was far from stable. You see, she had two sons with two different men, a 19-year-old from a relationship way back in the day, and a 15-year-old from a marriage that ended in divorce in 2015.
Married at
Although
19?
the divorce
Oh,
went through
I'm
in
slow.
2015, the marriage had broken down years before. Just 6 months after the 15-year-old was born, she left the family home to go on her own journey in life. The child was left with his father.
Oh, she a dickhead.
Over the years, she had little contact with either of her children and their fathers, but on at least one occasion, she and her at the time husband rekindled. After she spent time in jail, her husband took her back, but she was wild. A short while after they got back together, she fell in with a real bad crowd. She was drinking and taking drugs. By 2020, Christina had made her own way in life once again, and she had been living at a property in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men, and we heard she worked at a strip club too. She was always nice to talk to, always smiled, said hello to our kids when she was coming in and out. She always paid her rent on time. In that sense, she was a model tenant. Then came March of 2022. On the 19th, landlady Felicity Rollins contacted police to request a welfare check on Christina. She had missed her latest payment for rent. A couple of weeks had gone by and Felicity couldn't get hold of her. When police arrived, it was reported that, quote, negative contact was made. Then they left. Remember, Ashley wasn't considered a vulnerable
mean?
adult in the eyes of authorities, and there were no reports to police that she could be in any sort of danger, so there wasn't much they could do about it. Over the next 12 days, Felicity continued to try and reach out to Christina, but all attempts failed. Then, on the 31st of March, 2022, Felicity and her boyfriend decided it was for the best to enter the property to see what was going on for themselves. It was then a gruesome discovery was made. I was sitting waiting in my truck when Felicity and her boyfriend came down and said, "Something's wrong. We think there's a dead body in there." They'd pretty much turned straight around when they opened the door. I didn't believe it. I thought they were messing, so I went up. When Felicity's family friend, Gareth White, entered the apartment, he knew straight away that someone had died. The smell alone was enough to tell him that. And so there she was, Christina decomposing on the floor in the property. She had been dead for roughly a month. After an investigation, detectives concluded that she took her own life for reasons unknown. But
Probably
people
from embarrassment.
connected to the incident don't really buy into that story and want police to explore the possibility that she may have been murdered. After the discovery was made, Felicity asked her sister Whitney Phillips to act on her behalf moving forward, as the incident was too much for her to handle. When Whitney entered the property, she noticed that there was blood in every room. Not only that, but there was other evidence to suggest foul play. There was blood in every room in the apartment, but there were other things like unopened packages, things for the apartment, like she was expecting still to do things. Why would she be ordering stuff for the house? Why would she still be paying her bills if she was planning to end it? She was never late on rent. I didn't sleep right for a week after seeing the inside of that apartment. You could see the marks on the wall where her body had been, and on the carpet where it had laid. To me, it looks like she was panicking, trying to get away, trying to save her life. Why would she be moving through the house like that? That doesn't make no sense. Jonathan Johnson and his wife Jasmine, downstairs neighbours, think Christina was murdered too. The Johnsons believe they had the actual murder taking place but didn't want to intervene because they weren't too sure. They say a man who Ashley had been seeing needs to be taken in for questioning. I believe that dude killed her. We had a lot of commotion that one night, then we never saw her or heard her again. I asked, should we call the police? But you're not too sure sometimes. Like, if you get involved, maybe you'll get hurt too. That guy was there all the time and his car was over there that night. When we came out the next day, it was gone. That night, it was like a lot of heavy walking and moving around going on. After that, it was just silent up there. And so, it's been well over a year since police reached their conclusion. We can't rule out that they'd ever change their theory and investigate the possibility that Christina was murdered, but we can say, for at least now anyway, that they don't think she was.
I ain't gonna lie, this like the weirdest video I ever seen with a body cam. What the fuck did I just watch? Yeah, what is we talking about, bro? I'm confused though. Why everybody just ignoring the fact she was beating her shit in a she had to fuck she was playing with herself in the middle of the fucking beach with the whole all the kids and shit. Why everybody just ignoring this? Am I tweaking? Yeah, I don't admit this shit. Am I tweaking though? Nigga, am I tweaking? Bro, I don't even know what to say, bro. Cause in my head, why the fuck is you playing with yourself with the kids around? And you in the middle of just go get cracked or go to your room, bro. What the fuck is you doing all that for? You fucking drunk, bro. Shit, I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't got shit to say about this. I don't really agree with the comments. I'm feeling more. Yeah, she shouldn't have, but I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah, she sent herself deleted, but at the same time, it's like, why are you playing with yourself in the front middle of the public beach, bro? Fuck all that. I'm gone, bro. Shit, I don't.